Another man who worked very, very hard, tirelessly, Eric Trump, Executive VP of the Trump Organization. Eric, I know you're exhausted. You hardly slept. Thank you for joining us. So Kamala Harris called your dad today to concede. What can you tell us about that call, given some of the language that we just played? Sounded pretty resistance-y to me.
Yeah, but I won't necessarily get into it. But listen, Laura, at the end of the day, he won the popular vote by, over 6 million votes right now, right? I mean, it was a deciding victory, and I think what you said was right. I mean, you look at kind of that word salad that you just played, it didn't say anything. I mean, literally there was nothing there yet. You go to Pennsylvania and you go to Michigan, you go to all the states that we were in every single day, North Carolina, and the heart and soul of these people that come out to the rallies, they're wearing the American flag. They love this country. They love patriotism. By the Washington elites, they were considered the flyover states, right? Because if you flew from New York to effectively California, you flew over all of their states. They were the forgotten man and woman, and those men and women, they came out, and they came out in force. And despite the fact that my father had negative 98% media coverage among the mainstream media outlets in this country, right? The vast majority, almost 100% of the coverage that he received was negative. They read through it, and they saw a guy out there who every single day went and fought for them. They knew he didn't need to be doing it. He could be enjoying his life at Mar-a-Lago. He could enjoy his grandkids. He could be playing the best golf courses in the world. He could just be enjoying life, right? He's the one person in the world that did not need politics, yet he was on that stage every single day defending the American people, sticking up for the American people, giving the American people voice. And that's why, I think the media in this whole process has lost all of its credibility. I think my father will go down as truly one of the more remarkable, candidates in the history of this country and political figureheads. And I'm immensely proud of him as a son. I'm immensely proud of him today.
I mean, they tried to bankrupt you, put your father in jail. Yeah. His assassination attempts 2 times. I've seen what it does to people, and you didn't stop fighting either. I've got to say, as a son, seeing what was done to your father. Was there ever a moment, Eric, when you watched what was done to him where you said, we've done enough. Let's kind of pull back on this and go back to just doing our business. Did that ever cross your mind?
We never gave up that fight. Listen, are there dark moments? I mean, you think sitting there in a courtroom, in a freezing cold courtroom for days and weeks on end is fun with sham trials that they're throwing at you every single day, right? Remember the old kind of analogy, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win? I mean, that was really kind of, that was a life cycle of my father throughout this whole process. They started, ignoring him in 2016. They realized that didn't work, and then they tried to kind of, laugh at him, and that clearly didn't work as he picked up steam, and then they tried to fight him. I mean, she even said that in her speech today. We will come after you using the law. We will come after you, using politics. That's exactly what they did. I mean, they weaponized every AG, every DA.
Yeah, we have that soundbite for our viewers who didn't see that. Let's watch.
We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result. We faced this challenge before, and we used the rule of law to fight back. And we are prepared to fight back once again.
Eric, they've learned nothing. People rejected this type of politics.
How can that inspire you? Laura, how can that inspire you? That doesn't inspire people in this country. You know what inspires people? When a man comes out against all odds, fights every day of his life to say, listen, I'm going to deliver America the greatest economy. We're going to be the best country in the world. We're going to win at everything we do. We're going to win at education. We're going to have the best military. We're going to take care of our vets. We're going to have right to try. We're going to have the lowest taxes. No one's going to be able to do it better than the United States of America. We're the best country in the world. We're red, white, and blue. Got the best Constitution. We've got the best system. And we are going to win. Every single day, I'm going to go and I'm going to fight, and we as a society are going to win. We as a country are going to be the #1, superpower in the world. That inspires people. You think those words from Letitia James inspires people? I mean,
well, she just looked, they seem so angry.
It's mean.
Yeah, they're very angry and they're very bitter in defeat, obviously. They were angrier before, but now they're really angry. NBC News today announced that the DOJ is moving to end the cases against your father from the federal level. Jack Smith case, the Georgia case. Now that he's going to be becoming president again, the DOJ officials see no room to pursue either case against him. But I have to ask you just a question I think a lot of folks out there watching tonight said, why do you think they were so motivated to take him out of the political arena. What was it about your father versus all these other Republicans in the past?
Simple.
Were they focused on?
Very simple, Laura. You know why? Because they knew he was going to win. They knew he was going to win. They knew that this was going to be the result unless in New York they were able to indict him, unless in Georgia they were able to indict him, unless they had some crooked judge in Washington, D.C., and that person was going to indict him, and they were going to put him in a jail cell, and they were going to throw away the keys. The trials were all shams. They were not based on the rule of law. That's why most of them got thrown out, right? I mean, Laura, that was their intended effect because they knew this would otherwise be the result. The good news, the American people saw through it. They didn't buy it. And Donald Trump is more popular than ever before, and none of the things that they throw at him today, they don't stick. And I think that's going to lead to the greatest 4 years of prosperity. I think he's going to be one of the most transformational presidents in American history. And I can't wait to see the amazing things that he does for this country, over his term. He's going to do amazing things for this nation. And I will sit back as a proud son, knowing that he fought it all the way.
Well, I think The Economist tonight, if I have it right, The Economist or Bloomberg, said that he's as transformational as FDR. That's what they're saying. So that's quite a bit coming from them. Eric,
well, listen, the stock market went up. The Dow Jones went up 1,500 points today, Laura. So I think it probably proves something.
Thank God. Eric, thank you so much, and get some sleep. And best to Laura, who I was remiss in not mentioning. She did a fabulous job. We're going to have her on, I hope, later in the week.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.